Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder. Today we're diving into a corporate document that smells of more than just paper, it smells of stock deals. Are they selling stocks, buying them? Are they making money, losing it? Let's clear the air. This filing from Southwest Gas Holdings reveals a major move involving Centuri, a company they own a big chunk of, like owning half the pie. Before we get started, if you enjoy turning corporate filings into simple English, subscribe to the channel. A link to our Discord community is in the description below, come check it out. So Southwest Gas Holdings made a deal with some underwriters, basically a group of banks led by JP Morgan Securities. This agreement, called the Underwriting Agreement, involves Southwest Gas selling shares of Centuri common stock. Think of common stock as being a piece of ownership of a company. They sold 9,750,000 shares initially. We can call them initial shares. The price was $20.75 per share. They also gave the banks an option for a month after the initial offering to buy even more shares if they wanted. Those are the additional shares. This whole process, the sale of shares, was done according to a document called a prospectus supplement, is the document describing how the shares are sold. There was a lock-up agreement involved where Centuri, its leaders, Southwest Gas, and even some big investors agreed not to sell any more Centuri stock for about a month and a half without getting permission. This prevents a flood of shares hitting the market and potentially driving the price down. The whole thing closed around the middle of June. Southwest Gas sold 11,200 and 12,500 shares in total, including the extra shares the banks decided to buy. After all expenses, Southwest Gas made about $225 million off this sale. What are they doing with the money? They plan to use it to pay off debt, so it looks like they're trying to clean up their balance sheet, which is, not bad. Now, after all these sales, Southwest Gas still owns a lot of Centuri, about 53% of the company. So they continue to be the major owners. The underwriting agreement contains all sorts of promises and guarantees, like standard legal stuff in these kinds of deals. If you want all the details, you can check out the full agreement filed as an exhibit. There's also another interesting thing happening at the same time called the concurrent private placement, meaning it is happening in parallel. Southwest Gas is selling more Centuri shares, this time directly to some investment companies linked to Carl Icahn, a well-known investor, through what's called a stock purchase agreement. They're selling these companies about 1 million shares at the same price they offered to the public, and this should get them estimated around $22 million. This private sale depends on some legal waiting periods being cleared related to a law called the Hart-Scott-Rodino Act. If all the paperwork doesn't clear up in time, the deal could be called off. The investment companies affiliated with Carl Icahn will pay about $22 million. Centuri itself doesn't receive any money from this sale. Like the underwriting agreement, this stock purchase agreement has standard promises and responsibilities for both sides. Again, the details are in the exhibit if you're interested. And lastly, as is with most filings, this report includes copies of the deals we just talked about for reference. So for now, let's analyze things. It appears Southwest Gas is trying to reduce its debts by selling off parts of Centuri. While this sale brings in cash, understand that it also reduces their ownership. It's a question of whether reducing debt is worth giving up some control of Centuri. One risk is that the private sale to the Icahn companies might not go through. However, it looks like the money obtained from these sales will assist in Southwest Gas goals. To conclude, Southwest Gas is making strategic choices to improve its financial standing. Whether these moves are truly positive will depend on how well they manage the remaining stake in Centuri and the overall success of their long-term plans. Alright, that's our breakdown of this Southwest Gas filing. What's your take on these moves and what are the implications for the company's future? Drop your thoughts in the comments. If you found this analysis helpful, please share and subscribe for more deep dives. Don't forget to check out the Discord and keep an eye on those corporate filings. Thanks for watching. See you next time.